be reading Julie the Big Break, written by American Girl, and she's the historical doll from 1974. There's 10 chapters, so I will make 10 videos. And so let's start chapter number 1, Moving Day. The world's fun. First upside down, then right side up again. As Julie Albright and her best friend Ivy Ling turned cartwheels around the backyard. Watch me do a backflip, called Ivy. She leaned back, stretching her neck like a tree bending in the wind. Soon, her shiny black ponytail bounced upside down as she twirled through the air, landing perfectly on 2 feet. I always fall flat on my face, said Julie. I'll never be as good as you, no matter how hard I practice. She sighed. I'm sure gonna miss doing gymnastics with you after school every day. I'm gonna miss playing basketball in your driveway, said Ivy, even though you always beat me. Julie stuck out her lower lip and made an exaggerated sad face. Both girls fell down laughing, and they stretched out on the grass, holding their hands beneath their heads, and gazed dreamily at the clear blue sky, a perfect September day. Hey look, said Julie, pointing to an airplane high up in the sky. Maybe that's my dad. Hi, Dad! The 2 girls whooped and yelled and waved. Mr. Albright was a pilot. Julie always waved at every airplane she saw, imagining it might be her dad flying to some exotic far-off country. What are you going to miss most? Julie asked. Walking to school together and sitting behind you in class, said Ivy. Who am I going to be lunch buddies with? Said Julie. You're the only friend in the world who will trade me your Twinkie for a pickle. Julie! Mom called from the back porch as she took down some hanging geraniums. I think that's what it's called. Time to get a move on. The van will be here in half an hour. I guess I had better get going, said Ivy. Not yet, said Julie. Come up to my room with me and make sure I'm all packed. Upstairs, Julie scooped up Nutmeg, her pet rabbit, from her favorite spot in the laundry basket, plopped down, cross-legged, next to Ivy on her bed. Ivy stroked Nutmeg's velvet brown fur, while Julie scratched her pet behind her floppy ears. I'm sure gonna miss you, girl, said Julie, kissing Nutmeg on her wriggly nose and nuzzling her whiskers. But Ivy's gonna take extra special good care of you whenever Dad's home. Julie took a long last look around her room. Ghosts of posters that had once decorated the walls formed an empty gallery around the room, showing off the flowered wallpaper. Craters in the blue shag rug made a strange moonscape. A map of where Julie's desk and dresser had once been, boxes were piled everywhere. The room was middle of the quiet night. Quiet. I still can't believe you're moving, said Ivy, flashing her dark eyes at Julie. It's only a few miles away, across town, said Julie. It's not like I'm moving to Mars. I won't be able to blink lights at you from across the street anymore to say goodnight, said Ivy. But we can call each other, Julie pointed out, and you'll see me on the weekends when I come visit my dad. There was the lump again. She felt it every time she thought about being without Dad. She thought she'd gotten used to the idea of her parents being divorced, but now that she wouldn't be living with her dad anymore, suddenly it wasn't just an idea, it was real. Here, said Julie, I made us friendship bracelets. We can both wear them and think of each other. She handed a colorful knotted bracelet to Ivy. Neat, said Ivy. Here, tie it on my wrist. Julie's big sister, Tracy, poked her head into Julie's room. Mom says to start bringing our stuff down. Set it in the front room. Not yet, Julie protested. Just a few more minutes. It was bad enough that they were making her move. Now they were taking away her last moments with her best friend, too? Mom says now, said Tracy, sounding annoyed. Julie got up and tried lifting a too heavy box and then set it back down and began dragging a garbage bag across the floor instead. Now I know why they call it Labor Day, she grumbled. I guess I better go, for real this time, said Ivy. Julie nodded. The 2 friends hooked pinkies, a secret handshake they had had since kindergarten. Neither girl wanted to be the one to let go first. A few hours later, Julie, Tracy, and Mom sat on the floor of their new apartment, holding horrible cartons of Chinese takeout. Mom had pushed a few moving boxes together to serve as a table, and their dinner was spread on the top of the boxes. It's so great here, said Tracy. She paused to slurp some noodles off her chopsticks. You should see all the groovy shops I passed along High Street when I went to get the takeout. Julie admired the way her big sister always said, was always so confident about everything. She wished she could be certain she'd like it here. So this is a picture of the takeout. My favorite part is that we live above my shop now, said Mom. Think of it. To go to work, I just have to run downstairs. A few months ago, Mom had opened a shop on the corner of Redbud and Frederick. The shop is called Glad Rags, and it was full of handmade stuff, such as purses made of worn-out blue jeans. Mom had told Julie the name was from a Rod Stewart song that went, the handbags and glad rags. The name was Tracy's idea. She had heard the song on the radio. How about you, Julie? Asked Mom. What do you ask? What do you think you're going to like best about living here? Julie glanced around the room. Tiny rainbows of color glanced across the empty walls, flashing from the prism Mom had hung on the front window. Well, I especially like the dining table, Julie decided, pointing to the boxes they were eating on. Mom and Tracy laughed. The real dining table isn't put back together yet, said Mom. I can't find a screwdriver. The bell rang and Tracy ran to answer it. Mom, it's some guy, she announced. Julie looked up from her kitchen shelf. Standing in the doorway was a curious-looking man. He had a bushy red beard and fiery red hair, and he wore a patched green army jacket and a baseball cap. Hank, said Mom, standing up. Come on in. Girls, this is Hank, a friend from the neighborhood. He was my first customer the day I opened the shop. Far out, said Tracy. Hank, these are my girls, Tracy and Julie. I've heard a lot about you from your mom, said Hank. Here, he had out a plate covered with foil. I brought some of my famous zucchini bread to welcome you to the neighborhood. Yum, said Julie, peering under the aluminum foil. Thanks, said Mom, taking the plate of zucchini bread. I can't wait to taste it. Can you stay for some tea? No, I'm on my way to a big meeting about the vet sensor, but thank you. He tipped his cap at Julie and Tracy and left. That was so nice of him, said Tracy. Mom nodded. Hank's a good egg. She set the plate on the kitchen counter. Now, where were we? I'll help you put together the dining table if you'll help me fix up my room, said Julie. I need curtains and a shade for my lamp. We can make curtains, said Mom, and decorate a lampshade. How would you like one of those fuzzy rugs in the shape of a foot? Okay, said Julie, helping Mom clear away the leftovers. I volunteered to wash the dishes tonight, said Tracy. There aren't any dishes, said Julie. We ate out of boxes. Exactly, Tracy grinned. She pretended to practice tennis against the living room wall with an imaginary racket. First her forehand, then her backhand. I just can't wait for school. I'm going out for the tennis team, maybe debate too, but definitely tennis. Tracy chattered on. Someday I'm going to France, the French Open. What's that? Julie asked. It's about the world famous tennis match. Kirstie Albert won the Grand Slam there for the last 2 years in a row. My sister's a tennis freak, Julie announced. Tracy pretended to lob the ball right at her sister. 15 love, said Tracy. I don't see how I'm going to start a new school this week, Julie said when Mom came to tuck her in. I don't even know where my pencil is, or my binder, or anything. What if I left some stuff I need at Dad's? What if I got lost trying to find my classroom? What if nobody talks to me and I can't find a friend? I know this is all new, and it's not going to be easy at first, Mom said, sitting down beside Julie on the bed. But I'll take you the first day, and we'll meet your teacher and make sure you know your way around. And how could the other kids not like you? Mom reached to hug her. Julie squirmed away. You don't understand. Look, I know starting over a new place is scary. It's scary for me too, starting a new business. But sometimes you just need to trust in yourself and take a chance. Mom kissed Julie on the top of her head and turned out the light. Okay, that's it for you guys. I'll see you next time.